This is the 6th episode of the All the Line series. If you haven't already, watch the previous episode on the Airport Express line and check out the playlist of the series in the description. The South Island Line connects the center of Hong Kong in Admiralty with the Southern District, which was not served by any MTR line prior to this. The rolling stock of the South Island Line are driverless 3-car S-train CNR Changchun EMUs, the second line after the Disneyland Resort line to be automated. However, unlike the Disneyland Resort line, these trains do not have a driver's cabin. The South Island Line trains are decorated for the theme park that it serves, Ocean Park. Our journey begins at the northern terminus of the line, Admiralty. Admiralty Station is also an interchange with the Tsuen Wan and Island lines, making it the station that serves the most lines. The station is named after HMS Tamar, a former British Royal Navy base, now the site of Tamar Park. However, the Cantonese name, which translates to gold clock, refers to a gold-colored clock that used to reside in the former Wellington Barracks near Garden Road. Since the South Island Line opened 37 years after the rest of the station, new deep-level platforms were built for it, along with the platforms for the future Sha Tin to Central Link, which will extend the East Rail Line till Admiralty. However, even before the opening of this additional line, Admiralty Station was always extremely crowded, as it is, along with North Point, the only cross-platform interchange across the harbour. The next stop on the line is Ocean Park, serving the Ocean Park theme park. Before the opening of the Ocean Park station, City Bus Route 629 was the most popular way to get to Ocean Park. However, with the opening of the line, it only takes 4 minutes to get to Ocean Park Station, 21 minutes faster than by bus. The entire station is decorated with the Ocean Park theme in mind, with blue glass, wavy tiles, and aquatic animals. Ocean Park is the oldest still functional theme park in Hong Kong, which opened in 1977. The theme park has its own cable car, funicular railway, and various attractions and rides. Next up is Wong Chuk Station. On the way, a track splits to Wong Chuk Depot. The depot is completely underground and sealed to avoid noise pollution. A residential development will be built by the MTR on top of the depot. Wong Chuk Station is built on the former site of the Wong Chuk Public Housing Estate. Unlike Ocean Park, Wong Chuk is an island platform station. Wong Chuk has a footbridge network to the Tsuen Wan areas for ease of access. Wong Chuk is a proposed interchange of the future South Island Line West, which will run from Wong Chuk to HKU Station via Aberdeen and Siraport, which is why, during construction, the South Island Line was actually referred to as the South Island Line East. The South Island Line East was renamed to the South Island Line to reduce confusion. You can learn more about the South Island Line West proposed extension in my video linked in the description. Wong Chuk was an industrial area at its peak in the 1970s, but it has since fallen into decline. Now, many of the empty factory space is used by new art galleries and restaurants, revitalizing the area. The line then crosses the Aberdeen Channel Bridge, built over the Aberdeen Harbour. The Aberdeen Harbour is famous for its floating village and floating seafood restaurants. Aberdeen is also the area from where Hong Kong got its name. Foreigners who first landed here mistook the name of the village Hong Kong, which was situated in Aberdeen, for the entire island. Hong Kong Village doesn't exist anymore, much like Route 629, but the name stuck. Hong Kong literally means fragrant harbour, and it was named so because of the incense trees and factories in Aberdeen. Crossing the harbour, we reach Lei Tung on Apley Chow, a small island south of Aberdeen. Curiously, because of its size, Apley Chow is the third most densely populated island in the world. Before the Opium Wars, Apley Chow was a small fishing village. The next notable event took place when a power plant was built in 1968. However, in 1989, the power station was moved to its present location in Lamma Island. The site of the former power plant is now the site of the South Horizon's housing development. Lei Tung is an underground station named after the adjacent Lei Tung estate. Lei Tung is also the southernmost railway station in Hong Kong, as South Horizons is actually a few meters north. The next stop, South Horizons, is the last stop on the line and is the southernmost terminating station in Hong Kong. The station has no overrun tunnels and it primarily serves the South Horizons housing estate. And that is the end of the South Island line. If you enjoyed this video, check out the other videos in the series by clicking the playlist in the description, and check again soon as we aim to cover all 11 lines of the MTR network in this series. Thanks for watching.